Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so here, uh, whenever you are watching this on that basis, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are again here. I'm again here to discuss something about the goods and service tax, RTP January 2025. So this is the third video continuously, one after the other. I'm uploading it on GST Park for your benefit. So I hope you all are taking benefit from this. So RTP, without studying RTP, don't go to the examination. Please do solve all the questions from the RTP soon. Whenever the ICI declares one more RTP, we will discuss about that. Now here we are discussing RTP January 2025. Again, January 2025 ka RTP. And the first question, see, rules remains the same. So they have told that up to 30th June 2024, whatever the amendment has happened, that we have some important amendments, not everything. So that we have covered here 30th 6 2024 and the GST rates of the goods and services mentioned in the various questions are hypothetical and are not necessarily be the actual rates leviable on those goods and services. Further, GST compensation cess should be ignored in all the questions wherever applicable. So GST compensation cess should be ignored. Okay. First question, case studies. So we already know that first we have to discuss about the questions and later we'll go to the case study. Correct? No. Why, sir? Because we will get to know where we have to concentrate more in case of case study. Once again, people, once again. Yeah. First, we will go to the questions. Later, we'll come back to the case scenario. Which of the following statement is correct under GST law in relation to the registration requirement of the company VCPL in relation to its operation to be commenced in the state of Gujarat? So they are going to start one business in Gujarat. What about the GST registration? So GST registration ke bare mein you have to see now. Okay, first we will read the question. So Vintage Cinemas Private Limited, VCPL, cinemas, they are cinemas, that means it is service. First point is clear. Cinema, which is service, is leading a chain of multiplexes operating in the several states across India. The company has its corporate office in Mumbai. Okay, so its head office is in Mumbai. Mumbai mein registered they are. Maharashtra and is registered under GST in multiple states, including Maharashtra. In Maharashtra also they are registered. The company offers movie ticket, food and beverages and other entertainment related services. Movie, food and services and other entertainment related services. So, movie plus food and beverages. Movie plus food and beverages and other entertainment related services are given. The turnover of the company in the preceding financial year as per the audited financial statement is 175 crores, which is way beyond 175 crores. The company crosses the aggregate turnover of 35 crore till June in the current year. Okay. In July, VCPL opened a new multiplex in Gujarat, wherein the commercial operations will commence from August 1st. Due to operations in multiple states, the finance and accounts operations are handled by the centralized team at the corporate office. The same team is also responsible for filing the GST returns for all the GST registrations of the company. Now the question is, they are going to start in Gujarat. They are required to take the registration? Yes. Absolutely, yes, sir. They are required to take the registration. First, we will solve the question. What is the question? See, what you understood. So VCPL is a company that is multiplexes, running multiplexes, and it has in many states, they have their theaters and they have registered in almost all the states, including Maharashtra. Now they want to start a new business in Gujarat. Are they required to take the registration? Absolutely, yes. So VCPL is not required to take registration? No, sorry. They are required to take the registration. VCPL is required to take registration in Gujarat while commencing business. While commencing business, correct. Why? Because while commencing the business itself, they have to go for registration. Why, sir? In the preceding financial year, aggregate turnover exceeds the threshold limit of 20 lakhs. Threshold limit is 20 lakhs. 175 crores it is. That's why they have to take the registration. So already exceeded 20 lakhs. So the right answer is B. VCPL is allowed to add Gujarat multiplex as additional place. No, 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 no. They are starting for the first time. They have to take fresh registration. Additional place of business? No. In Maharashtra, yes. If they are starting a new theater, then they can add it as a additional place of business. But in case of Gujarat, they are starting for the first time, so they have to take separate registration. VCPL is required to take GST registration only from the next financial year. No. From the beginning, if they want to start the business, first registration. So that's why answer B. Second question, which of the following statement is true in relation to filing the returns by VCPL? Now, VCPL is filing the returns. Which amongst them is the correct one? VCPL is required to file single consolidated registration for all the states. No. They have separate registration for separate states. They have to file GST returns separately for separate state. VCPL is required to file separate GST return for each state where it is registered. That is correct one. Correct answer it is. So separately for separate state. VCPL is required to file return only for Maharashtra state where its corporate office is located. Wrong. Not only for Maharashtra. Not only for Maharashtra. For all the states, they have to file the return. VCPL has an option to file return in the states with the highest turnover. Wrong. Even if you have 1 rupee taxable turnover, they have to file the registration and they have to take registration and they have to file returns. So right answer is option B. VCPL is required to levy GST on rental charges. Wait, something about rental charges. First, we will study the question. Due to operation in multiple states, the finance and accounts, okay, they file the return. The company is also engaged in leasing of the space to independent vendors in the food court against, see, if you go to PVR. So if this is the cinema theater and this is the gate. This is screen number 1, like this. And outside there will be many shops. You have seen the stalls of charmuri, you have seen the stalls of vada pav, like this. So there are many stalls which are there. So they also give these stalls on rent. Okay, they are giving this to the independent vendors in the food court against the rental charges for the purpose of increasing the sources of the revenue. Okay, understood. The company obtained a new office building in Mumbai under a rental agreement and paid an amount of 5 crore as refundable security deposit to the owner of the premises. To the owner of the premises, 5 crore rupees as the refundable security deposit. Security deposit which is refundable. They have taken 5 crores. The term of the rental agreement is 5 years. Okay, what is this? 5 crore as refundable security deposit it is. Now you tell me, on security deposit there is GST? Yes or no? No. We have discussed that until and unless it is Until and unless it is appropriated for the rent, it is not considered as the consideration. So if it is not consideration, there is no GST on this 5 crores. Okay, so but on that rental, sir, yes, there is GST. On rentals, there is GST, but on that security deposits, there is no GST. Let's read the options. Only if the turnover of tenant exceeds 20 lakhs. Wrong. Tenant's turnover is not required. My turnover, VCPL, that company is there, no. Their turnover is required to charge the GST. So if I am giving the rentals, if I am giving the space on rentals, then I am collecting the money, no? With that, I have to collect GST also. Why? Because my turnover has crossed the limit. So that's why option A is not the answer. Option B, only if the turnover of the tenant exceeds 1.5 crores. Wrong. Not tenant. Why tenant? Baba, why tenant? My turnover I have to see. No, that means VCPL. Their turnover is required, not the tenant's turnover. VCPL theater, outside they have some space that they are giving for individual vendors for rentals. Their turnover is not required. VCPL's turnover is required. Only if the total rental charges collected by collection in the hands of VCPL exceeds, no, their turnover is required, irrespective of the turnover of the tenant or the amount of rental charge collection in the hands of the VCPL. This is the correct one. Irrespective. Why? Because their turnover already has crossed 175 crores. That's why right answer is option D. Fourth one. In respect of the refundable security deposits given by VCPL, VCPL has security deposits are there. No, on that GST is there. Option, there is no requirement to pay the GST. Option C. GST is payable on deposit amount. No. GST is payable on the deposit amount by the owner of the premises. No, on that security deposit, there is no GST. GST is payable in equal proportion over the term of the rent. Wrong. So the right answer is option C, Baba. Option C is the right one. Fifth question, last one. VCPL is dash for the advertisement material sent from Maharashtra office to Gujarat office in relation to the upcoming movies. Okay, first see the question. Later we'll come back to this question. I mean, case study. First you see the case study. Later we will come back to this question. The company has also dispatched advertisement material worth 35 lakhs from Maharashtra to Gujarat multiplex for upcoming movies by way of transport through road in September. Wait a minute. The company dispatched the advertisement related material worth 35 lakhs from Maharashtra to Gujarat multiplex for upcoming movies by way of transport through road in September. The company claimed input tax on such advertisement material at the time of receipt in Maharashtra. So what has happened here? Some material from Maharashtra office to Gujarat office. It has transferred. That material when Maharashtra purchased it. See, this is Maharashtra office. This is Maharashtra office and this one is Gujarat office. They have sent some goods, but this Maharashtra, when they are purchasing, no, they have already taken ITC on this. Now you tell me, Maharashtra to Gujarat, is it a supply? Obviously, this is deemed distinct person from Maharashtra to Gujarat, separate registration. Even though there is no consideration, it will be considered as supply as per section number 7, subsection 1, clause C, schedule 1, paragraph number 2, PRAI, permanent transfer or disposal of the asset on which ITC is availed, related person or deemed distinct person without consideration. So they are deemed distinct person. So that's why there is GST on this. Okay, let's see the option. VCPL is dash for the advertisement material. Not liable to issue any document. No, they are liable to issue the document. Wrong. They are liable to issue the document. Wrong one. Liable to issue only delivery challan? No, even the invoice is required, not just the delivery challan. Liable to issue only bill of supply? Wrong. Liable to generate tax invoice as well as e-way bill? Correct one. Option D is the answer. Why? Because invoice is required. Why? Because both are deemed distinct person and it is a supply. Whenever it is supply, you have to take an invoice. Invoice is mandatory. So this is about fifth one, option D, liable to generate a tax invoice as well as an e-way bill. Clear? So this is about question number 5. Sixth one, consultee services. Sixth, wait, this is actually the question number. Correct, no? Okay. Question it is, measures consultees Services Private Limited, a company registered under GST in Mumbai, Maharashtra, offers business consultancy. Okay, people, we need to solve this question. First thing that we do is we will write what are the preliminaries. Preliminaries, what are given in the question? Given things. Number 1, service provider. So this is in rough. Don't write this in your exam question paper. I mean, answer sheet. Don't write this. Just for your rough work it is. They are service provider because they are consultancy services. Consultancy Services Private Limited and consultancy under GST in Mumbai. People, they are in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So write that also. Registered in Maharashtra. Why? Because if they are transporting or selling goods to somewhere else, then you need to know that whether it is CGST, SGST or IGST. Digital marketing, project management services across India. The company recorded the following transactions in October. Okay. One more point. Third one, in October. So you just have to calculate the OTL for October. In October. Okay. Chalo. First thing, what is the question? But first, read the question. So these are the transactions which has happened. And last point, May. You are required to compute the following in the month of October. Total value of supply. So you have to calculate value of supply. Output tax payable by the company. OTL you have to calculate. And net GST payable in cash. My goodness, this is basically for how many marks it is? I think this is for minimum 10 marks. Note, rates of CGST, SGST is 9%, 9% and 18% respectively. All the amounts given above are exclusive of taxes. All the amounts are exclusive of taxes. There was no opening balance. Very good. Opening balance of ITC, tension chhod do baba. Tension chhod do. Why? Because you don't have to worry about opening balance. If there was opening balance plus ITC, that was there. But opening balance hi nahi hai. So no worries. The turnover of the company was 10 crores in the previous financial year. That means they have to take the registration. They already have the registration. All the transactions are interstate. So unless otherwise provided, see, last point it is. See, always remember, I had told you in the classroom also. Whenever you are writing the compulsory question, no, first read the last one. Why? Because otherwise, gum jaoge. You may, get lost in the question. So that's why first to read these notes. 9%, 9%, 18%. Whether goods or services, everywhere. 9%, 9%, 18%. All the amounts are given exclusive of taxes. So leaving the tax. So that tax is not included in the amounts which are given there above. Opening balance of ITC is not there. Registration is there. They have taken the registration. By presuming that they have taken the registration, all the transactions are interstate unless otherwise provided. Interstate it is. Okay. Keeping that in mind, first we will read the first one. Point number 1. Consultancy services for the market analysis. First, they have provided consultancy services for market analysis. Provided consultancy services for market analysis to XYZ Limited, a registered client in Chennai. We are in Maharashtra. Provided to Chennai, Tamil Nadu, interstate for 4,50,000. Additionally, the company paid an amount of 4,500 as professional tax. People, we have to add professional tax or not? Yes, we have to add. So you have to write the note that. What do you write as the note? Very simple. In case of professional, TOPICS, where we have discussed section number 15, subsection 1. Sorry, section number 15, subsection 2. Inclusions. Please open your notes and see that inclusions may you have written. You have to add tax also. You have to add tax as well. So 4,50,000 ke liye 4,500 need to be added. Okay, applicable in the state of Maharashtra as per the requirement of the local state legislation. The amount of the professional tax was recovered separately from XYZ. But recovered or not, so you have to add this. So this is value of supply may you have to add. Let's do the format. First thing that you write is serial number. Particulars. See, don't have to write the notes separately, because don't waste the time by writing notes separately. Instead, you write the serial number 1, consultancy services, consultancy services, and here below write note. What is the note that you write? That any tax except GST and TCS shall be added to value of supply as per, in bracket, right, section number 15 subsection 2, as per section number 15 subsection 2. So that what is the value of supply? So better put 2 columns. In case if you require to add something, delete something, so then you can do it here. So amount. So totally consultancy services, how much? 4,50,000 plus 4,500. 4,50,000 plus 4,500. 4,50,000 plus 4,500. 4,54,500. Here I'll write here 4,54,500. 4,54,500. Chalo. The next one. Digital marketing services for launch of event. Conducted digital marketing for an upcoming product launch for Mr. A based in Rajasthan. From Maharashtra to Rajasthan, again IGST. Who is an unregistered person under GST. The agreed fee for the said services is 3 lakh. Out of the agreed fee, that out of 3 lakhs, an amount of 25,000 is incurred by Mr. A. Who is that Mr. A? The recipient. The company was liable to pay the same in relation to the supply, and the net payment received by the company is 2,75,000. Now the question is, sir, whether we have to take 3 lakhs or 2,75,000. You remember? See, obligation, TOPIC. What is TOPIC? TOPIC. O for obligation of the supplier met by the recipient. See, that 25,000 is actually obligation of the supplier, but met by the recipient. Don't deduct it. You have to add it. So that we have to take 3 lakhs, not 2,75,000. So the second one is digital marketing services. Digital marketing service. Note, here only write the note. What is the note? Note that obligation of the supplier, met by recipient shall be added to value of supply as per section number 15 subsection 2. As per section number 15 subsection 2. So the right answer is 3 lakhs. Don't write 2,75,000. It has to be included. Now the third one. Okay. First, let me write third one. Later, I'll use ruler. I may need to extend this for a bit because there are 9 more. Okay. Third one. Traveling payment. Traveling payment for the team. The employees incurred an amount of 50,000 on travel to Kolkata for client project and claimed a reimbursement of the same from the company. As a policy, company charged such expenses from the client on actual basis. So any incidental expenses that we have to add to the value of supply. So please do add this. Very simple. Traveling expenses. Note that incidental expenses. Incidental expenses shall be added to value of supply as per section number 15 subsection 2 inclusions. How is the value? What is given in the given as the value? 50,000. 50,000. So add that 50,000. 50,000 rupees. Fourth one. Next one. Discount passed on to customer. Post supply, after supplying, discount was offered to a customer amounting to 50,000 against the supply for which invoice was issued in September. Right now we are in October. Very next month. So September, previous month may some supply has happened. The customer has not reversed the input tax credit. See, ITC which was taken to the customer, that is not reversed by that person. You remember some points here. Discount. I'll write this. Discount dash nil. Why? Note. What is the note that you write? As per section number 15 subsection 3, as per section 15 subsection 3, the post supply discount, post sales discount shall be excluded only if the recipient reverse the ITC. So that's why we have not taken this. So we have taken it nil. Fifth one. Recovery of late payment charges. The company received an amount of 1 lakh as the late payment charges for the delay in the payment of consideration from a client whose service contract was completed in June. Sir, in June, the contract is done. But that guy did not pay the amount on time. So right now he is paying, I have collected 1 lakh extra. Actually, he had to pay 5 lakhs. Example, 5 lakhs. With that, I have collected 1 lakh extra. This time for late payment, 1 lakh extra, sir. Not 5 lakhs, 50 lakhs. Okay. For 50 lakhs, I have collected 1 lakh extra. People remember, for this 50 lakhs, time of supply is in June. Time of supply is in June. On that day, he would have already given the invoice. Correct? No, last date to issue the invoice. But for this 1 lakh, which is received today, in October, it is received. You remember section number 13, subsection 6, time of supply in case of IPL. Time of supply in case of IPL, interest, penalty, and late fee. IPL, time of supply in case of IPL, interest, penalty, and late fee. Whenever you receive, that date is the time of supply. For this 1 lakh, the time of supply is October. So you have to add this amount. So what do you write here? Fifth point, that is, what is the fifth point? Late payment charges. Late payment charges. That is 1 lakh rupee. 1 lakh. Here, note that. What is the note that you write? Note, very simple note. The late payment charges shall be taxed on the date of on the date of receipt of such charges, where it is given section number 13 subsection 6. Just mention that as per section number 13 subsection 6. That is late payment. Okay, we'll continue. Purchase of car was purchased in the name of the company for use by the director. The total cost of the car is 10,50,000 inclusive of IGST. See, this is purchase. This is not sale. This is purchase. So we will keep this pending. Next, seventh one. The company has paid. That means again purchase. We'll keep this pending. Procurement of services. Again purchase. We'll keep this pending. The company sponsored. That means they paid again. We'll keep this pending. Okay, we'll keep this pending. So what is the value of supply? Okay, we have come to the last part, that is value of supply. Just calculate what is the value of supply. Total value. Everything is IGST, Baba. Nowhere they have mentioned it as CGST, SGST. Total. What is the total value? 1 lakh, 1,50,000, 4,50,000, 9,04,500. Totally 9,04,500. Totally 9,04,500. Correct? Yes. So this is the calculation of value of supply. Everything is under IGST. Now the next one. What is the next question? Output tax payable by the company. So computation of output tax payable. Very simple. Computation of OTL. In the exam, please write in full form. Don't write that OTL. I am writing it here. That doesn't mean you have to write the same. So output tax liability, you have to write here. But such a big one is not required. Why? Because we have already calculated what is the value of supply and everything is in that. Everything is IGST. Tension kyun lene ka? So everything is IGST, no? Only one column, that is IGST column. IGST particulars. Okay, output tax payable. Output tax payable, that is 9,04,500 multiplied by 18%. हाँ मेरा calculator. 9,04,500 multiplied by 18%. So the answer is 1,62,810. So the output tax payable is 1,62,810. This is OTL. Ashte. बच्चों इतना ही. Computation of output tax liability. Last one. Computation of ITC. So you have to calculate computation of ITC here. So how much ITC that I'll get, that I should know, no? Correct. So that we will calculate now. This is serial number. Particulars. CGST, SGST, IGST is there or not? I have the doubt. Let's see. Starts from here, no? Purchase of car pay. Car was purchased in the name of used by the director and it is not given from where. We will think that it is IGST, but still on purchase of the car, we will not get the GST. ITC is not available, gone. As per section number 17, subsection 5, clause 1. Next one, insurance services. Company paid for insurance of the above new car. Go on. On car, if you don't get ITC, then you will not get ITC on insurance also. Correct? Yes. Procurement of services. The company received interstate supply of services used for the business purpose on which GST paid was 45,000. Said credit was not restricted under any provisions of the GST. On this, you will get ITC, 45,000. Sponsorship. A company sponsored a sport event wherein it paid an amount of 2 lakh to the event organizer. Now the question is, sponsorship services, ITC is available or not? ITC is available or not? Now the question is whether these sponsorship services are under reverse charge or not is the question now. Yes, this is under reverse charge. Why? Because sponsorship given by any person to a company. Wait, any person to a body corporate? Wait. Sponsorship services given by a company or body corporate to this, as far as my knowledge is concerned, given by sponsorship services given by any person to a company or body corporate, that is under reverse charge. Correct? No. Very good. Correct. Here, see, this is a company, no? So which is company here? See, Service Private Limited. Correct? Private Limited. And someone has given sponsorship services, any person given sponsorship services to a company, then company will pay under reverse charge. That means this private limited, they have to pay under reverse charge, RCM it is. So the consultancy services private limited, so that is they have to pay under reverse charge now. So here in this point where especially on sponsorship mein RCM is applicable, first they have to pay, later they have to take ITC. ITC is available on this, sir? Absolutely yes, ITC is available. So that means on point number 8 and point number 9, in these two cases, ITC is available. ITC on car is not available, and ITC on insurance on that car, that is not available. Everything is IGST here. Because sponsorship may and services may, in both the cases, they have not given whether this is intra or inter. So we will consider both as IGST. So this is IGST. Number 1, purchase of car. Purchase of car. Note that it is blocked. Blocked under section 17, subsection 5. So nil. Second one, purchase of insurance on car. Purchase of insurance on car. Note that insurance on cars is blocked, BLOCKED, blocked under section 17 subsection 5 clause AA. No, sorry, AB. Clause AB may it is blocked. So that here also it is nil. Third one. Third point here is procurement of services interstate. Okay. Interstate procurement of services. Procurement of services interstate. GST paid is 45,000. So directly you will get the GST amount 45,000 as the ITC. So don't calculate again 18% on that. The entire 45,000 you will get as the ITC. And the last one, that is sponsorship services. Here you have to write the note. In case of sponsorship services, sponsorship service given by any person to body corporate, sponsorship services given by any person to body corporate are chargeable to tax under reverse charge RCM. So how much is the value? 2 lakhs. Amount paid is 2 lakhs. 2 lakh into 18%. 2 lakh into 18%. Answer is 36,000. So it is 36,000 as the ITC. Total ITC is 36,000. Okay. Total ITC. Total ITC available. Total ITC available. How much? 36,000 plus 45,000. 36,000 plus 45,000 is equal to 81,000. So totally it is 81,000. That is total ITC which is available. That is 81,000. And lastly, yes, let's calculate the net cash payable. Net cash payable as GST. How to calculate? Very simple calculation it is. So net cash payable as GST. Now, see, I don't have to put the serial number, not required. Instead, I directly write the particulars and IGST now. So there is only one tax here, IGST, particulars, amount. Oh, sorry, not amount, IGST. IGST. Opening was nil. Add input tax credit. Input tax credit. How much? 81,000 less output tax liability. How much is output tax liability? 1,62,810. 1,62,810. So the balance payable in cash. How much? 162,810 is equal to 81,810. This is the balance which is payable in cash. So that is the total amount of GST which need to be payable. Is it so? No, wrong. This is not the total amount of GST which is payable. For that, we have to add GST, sorry, RCM payable in cash. RCM, 36,000 you have to add. RCM payable in cash, that is 36,000. So total answer is 1,17,000. Wait. 1,17,810. So this is about your question number sixth question. Easy one. People, everyone, go through that question again, pause the video, go through that question again, and here onwards, I will again show you what and all that I have written here. Pause, see that, and write your notes, make a note, or just revise, keep revising. You can go to the our notes that we have written, GST Park notes, so that also you can refer. So you can maintain some other formats also. First, write total output tax liability less input tax credit available with the balance, and whatever the amount which is there for that, add RCM payable in cash. So total 1,17,810. Chalo. Next question. Question number 7. Boluram, a supplier located in Meerut, UP, supplied the bed sheets, pillow cover, and blankets to the governmental agency registered in UP under a contract. The total contract value is 4,61,000 excluding GST. The value of supply is bifurcated as below: 400 blankets for 600 each, 850 bed sheets for 180 each, 1,700 pillow covers for 40 each. Okay. Is governmental agency required to deduct tax at source while making the payment to Boluram under Section 51 of the GST Act 2017? And if yes, determine the amount of tax payable by the deductive. People, this question is very easy question. So this question is asking you, what are the things that you have to write? See, first you have to explain what is section number 51, what is TDS, when the TDS is required to be paid. First write that, and answer is obviously yes. Why? Because the contract value is greater than 1,50,000. Sorry, 2,50,000. Greater than 2,50,000. 1% each that person has to pay. What is the contract value? In this question, contract value is 4,61,000. So that means 1% CGST and 1% SGST. So total 1% CGST is 4,610. 1% SGST is 4,610. CGST is 4,610. Totally 9,220. Very easy question. So what you have to write as the answer here? So as for section number 51, CGST Act 2017, just write the basic things that you know. Only 4 points is important here. As per section number 51, TDS can be done mandatory for the following persons. Who are the following persons? Central and state government department or establishment, local authority, governmental agency, and such other person. Who are such other persons? 3 persons. One is the above authority, body, or any other board, which is any other body which is established under an act of parliament, or governmental agency. And one more is that the third one. A second, people. Yeah, that is such other body or public sector undertaking, and the society is registered under the Societies Act by central government or state government. These 6 members, they have to do the TDS of 1% on the total contract value, which is not less than 2,50,000 excluding GST. So these 4 points that you have to write, and later write that in the given case, Boluram has done some supplies to the governmental agency worth 2,50,000 and above. That is 4,61,000. Basically 4,61,000 here. So that 1% CGST, 1% SGST, 4,610 CGST, 4,610 SGST. Clear with this? 7th question is done. Easy question, people. Easy, 5 marks it is. 8th one. Blue Panda Private Limited is a manufacturing company that supplies the goods to the various registered dealers across India. The company had an aggregate turnover of 6 crore in the financial year. 6 crore हुआ है That means registration is required. The finance team of the company is not sure whether e-invoicing is required. If the value exceeds 5 crores, invoicing is required in any preceding financial year starting from 17-18. Please do write that. A registered person whose turnover exceeds 5 crores in the preceding financial year starting from 17-18 onwards, in any preceding financial year, if its turnover crosses 5 crores, then that person is mandatorily required to take e-invoicing for B2B supplies. Third important one, B2B supplies. Please do write these 3 points, important one. You are required to advise finance team on the following question. What is e-invoicing and whether it would apply to Blue Panda Private Limited? Answer is yes. It is required to issue. Does Blue Panda Private Limited need to create its invoices directly on invoicing portal? No. Remember, first you have to prepare it, later you have to upload it. So it does not need to create invoice directly on invoicing portal. It can use its IRP, invoice resource planning, it's software that they can use, and later that from that invoices, they have to upload it on invoicing and later they have to take IRN. Next one, question number 9. Briefly explain the place of supply in the following independent cases. Examine the place of supply. First one, Shanti, unregistered resident of Gujarat, went to meet her parents at native places Patna, Bihar, and buys a medical insurance policy for the parents from an insurance company, M&T Insurers of Patna, registered in Bihar. The location of the recipient of the service is recorded in M&T. Very simple, section number 12 ke hisab se. So as per section number 12, we are discussing this here. So here, Miss Shanti, unregistered resident of Gujarat, went to meet her parents at the native place, Patna, Bihar, and buy a medical. See, she went there as per section number 12. As per section number 12, last but one, section number 12, subsection 13 or 12, they have written, in case of insurance, if address is there, that address should be there. Address will be the place of supply. In this case, what will be the place of supply? Bihar will be the place of supply. Patna. So this Patna will be the place of supply, Bihar. And the second one, question number 9, point B. Lakhan Singh Transports Private Limited, a goods transportation agency registered in Noida, Uttar Pradesh, is hired by Ram Trade Links to transport its consignment. See, they are private limited. These guys are private limited. They have the goods transport agency registered in Noida. So they are already registered. So if it is given, transportation services given to the registered person, registered place will be the place of supply. What will be the place of supply here? Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh will be the place of supply. Is hired by Ram Trade Links to transport its consignment of the goods from its warehouse in Delhi to the house of the buyer located in Roorkee, Uttar Pradesh. So warehouse in Delhi. Wait. People, wait. Is hired by Ram Trade, registered supplier in New Delhi. Sorry, New Delhi. That guy is registered in New Delhi. See, now transportation company is there. They are registered in Uttar Pradesh, UP. These guys are hired by a person. This guy is actually the payer. The one who pays, no, that person is the recipient. So he is registered in New Delhi. So the recipient is registered in New Delhi. If transportation services are given to the registered person, then the registered person's place will be the place of supply. In case of goods, section number 12, subsection 8, if I'm not wrong. 8 or 9, you just see that. That is, New Delhi will be the place of supply. And the next one, question number 10. Last question, no? Correct. Last question. List the accounts and records which are not required to be maintained by the supplier who has opted for competition scheme as per the provisions of GST. Very simple. What are the... See, this is specially given in accounts and records chapter. The supplier who has opted for competition is not required to take the accounts and records of the first one, that is stock of the goods. Not required to maintain stock of the goods. Only 2 records he has to maintain. 5 marks ke liye, people. Easy one. So the accounts of the stock in respect of the goods received and supplied. whatever the goods that he has received or supplied by him, and such account shall contain the particulars of opening balances, receipts, supplies of the goods lost, stolen, everything that is not required. And lastly, details of the tax, input tax, output tax, all these things he is not required. So the accounts containing the details of the tax payable, including tax payable under RCM, tax collected, paid, input tax credit claimed, together with the register of the tax invoice, credit note, all these things is not required to make. So just see the theory in accounts and records. Only two things that he is not required to maintain. One, it is about the stock of the goods. Just to show you the answer key. Wait, where is the answer key? Here, see, stock of the goods and details of the tax. For this, here it is 2.5 marks, 2.5, and this for 2.5. Just pause it and see that. Nothing, people, easy one. We have discussed this in the classroom. So the RTPs, we are done with all the RTPs which are given by ICAI. I have uploaded 3 videos of RTP. Please go through all the 3 videos again to understand it clearly. And I had told you about the surprise once again. People, soon we are starting the classes of GST for exciting price of 499 to all those who are studying for the first time or those who are studying again, that is repeaters. For all, I think this may help you. Please spread it as soon as possible. Spread and let me know in the comment box if you are liking it. So if you are watching it till the end, people, we are conducting it in several batches. So just text me on WhatsApp 7760566033 about the start of the class and batch. Soon I am going to put the form in the next video. I will put one Google form in the video, in the description of the video. Just go through that video description and fill up the form and let me know whether you are interested or not. Okay, so that I will get to know. I can talk to the Sanmati Academy about this. Thank you so much, guys. Love you all, everyone. Study well. All the best. Bye. कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः.